This podcast is brought to you by the Senior Techie, a source of information for seniors and others about technology.
Thank you for having me.
Today we are tackling a goal that I think pretty much everyone listening shares. That desire to stay in your own home, on your own terms, for as long as possible.
Right, aging in place. It is a huge priority for so many of us.
It is. But the big question is always, how do we actually do that safely without turning our homes into some sort of fortress or a hospital wing?
Well, that is the core mission we are looking at today. The Senior Techie explores how smart technology is bridging that gap. And the really fascinating shift here is moving from active monitoring to passive monitoring.
Active meaning like?
Meaning you have to consciously press a button if you're in trouble. Passive is where the house itself is looking out for you.
Got it. Let's start with the simplest entry point the Senior Techie mentions.
Okay.
Because it's not a camera, and it's not a robot. It's just a smart plug.
It's surprisingly effective. The Senior Techie says you can use these simple plugs to track power consumption on everyday appliances. Think about your typical morning routine.
Okay.
If you plug your coffee maker into one of these, the system learns that you usually brew a pot at, say, 7 a.m.
And if the coffee maker doesn't turn on at 7 a.m.?
Then the system detects a break in routine. It can immediately alert a caregiver or family member. It's completely non-intrusive.
Because it's not watching you.
Spot on. It's watching the appliance. There are no monthly fees, and it preserves your privacy and dignity completely.
That is really clever. But let's move to the room where dignity matters most and honestly where the risks are highest. The Senior Techie notes that 80% of falls occur in the bathroom.
Yeah, and obviously nobody wants a camera in there.
Definitely not.
This is where the tech gets really interesting. We're seeing new systems utilizing LiDAR, which uses lasers, and PIR, or passive infrared motion sensors.
Lasers in the bathroom.
Well, in a way, yeah. They measure distance and depth. So these sensors can map the room and detect if a person is standing, sitting, or has suddenly gone horizontal on the floor.
Wow.
It can even detect long sitting, which might indicate a collapse or an inability to get up.
But it's not actually taking a picture.
No images at all, just data points.
Yeah.
The huge advantage here, compared to the traditional pendant-style buttons, is that those buttons require you to be conscious.
Right, you have to be physically able to press them.
Precisely. A passive LiDAR system works automatically, 24/7, even if you can't move.
That is a total game changer for privacy. Now, stepping out of the bathroom, let's look at the kitchen. The Senior Techie points out a few specific hazards we can manage better.
The stove is a big one. For anyone with memory concerns, leaving a burner on is a major fear. Smart stove sensors can detect gas leaks, but they can also sense motion.
So if you just walk away...
If the stove is on but no one has been in the kitchen for a while, it can shut off automatically.
That is serious peace of mind right there.
Yeah.
And they also mentioned smart locks.
They did. Getting locked out is a safety issue in itself. Smart locks that use a fingerprint or a code prevent that. Plus, the Senior Techie emphasizes the importance of smart medication dispensers.
Oh, to manage complex pill schedules.
Yeah, it can be tough. But these devices handle the sorting and reminding, which keeps you healthier and much more independent.
Now here's where it gets really fascinating. The Senior Techie also talks about interior architecture. It's not just about gadgets you stick on a wall. It's about how the house feels.
This connects to something called biophilic design. It's the idea that bringing nature and natural patterns indoors reduces stress. But functionally, this also links to circadian lighting.
Lighting that changes color.
Yes. Our bodies rely on light cues to know when to sleep and wake up. Smart lighting can mimic the sun. It's bright and cool during the day to keep you alert, and warmer and dimmer in the evening.
To help you sleep.
And since poor lighting is a major cause of falls, automated, well-timed lighting is actually a critical safety feature.
Makes total sense. So before we wrap up, there was one cutting-edge concept mentioned that sounded like something out of a spy movie. Network traffic analysis.
This is the future. Researchers are looking at analyzing the data traffic of your internet-connected devices. Even without new sensors, the patterns of how your devices communicate can infer your daily routine.
So if that digital heartbeat of the home changes drastically...
It could signal a problem, all without adding any new hardware at all.
Incredible. So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
It means we need to reframe how we view this technology. It isn't about surveillance, it is about empowerment. These tools are designed to give you autonomy, keeping you safe in your own space without compromising who you are.
A completely new way to look at a smart home. This podcast was brought to you by the Senior Techie. It's available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. If you'd like to keep up with their newsletters, you can subscribe for free. by going to subscribe.theseniortechie.com.